What's up, guys? How you doing? Cowboy Crunk coming to you real quick. Was letting Mark Holmes ride the airwaves there for a little while, making sure everybody got the news out. Law Nation is also live right now. Let me get to my channel real quick, get the live stream going, see what we got here. But as you guys know, yeah, Earl Thomas is signed, $55 million. We got, let me get the zoom in here so I can get this a little bit closer so you guys can see the screen. I do have, and get this plugged in. Here we go, guys. So, yeah, the situation is a done deal, pretty much. There is a chance the Cowboys could jump in and override that situation. There is a situation that the Cowboys could outbid that. You know, they have an opportunity. He didn't sign today. They're just looking at redoing. The negotiations are underway. Everything is done with that. So there's a big possibility. It's kind of a lock that he is going to be a Raven now. Sorry guys, I was in the process of getting all this together. When Mark just like shut his show down. So my camera, there we go. Now we're good. I've got to get the microphone and everything set up. 1 second, guys. I'll be there in just a second. But yeah, that is the news. I put a video out as soon as it happened about an hour ago. Man. All right, there we go. Microphone's hooked up. We're all good, guys. I apologize. I was setting the live stream up. So I'm going to open my Twitter because there are still things coming out real quick that would be advantageous for us to check out. We are still looking at safeties. We can go over the safeties that are still available out there and see where we're at. I'm going to switch TV screens also so I can get the current free agents available. I'm more interested in a defensive lineman right now instead of Earl Thomas. I mentioned that to you guys earlier. I thought that this Earl Thomas thing may not go down, and the reason is, check this out, guys. We lost 2 defensive linemen. We lost 2, you know, even though David Irvin didn't play much, he was part of the team last year, and he was there some. Randy Gregory's gone. We didn't lose any safeties. So that's why I really thought that the Cowboys were not super hot on making this happen. And the reason was I just felt that the Cowboys were more interested in fixing the defensive line before they were going out and fixing the safety position. Did we need help at safety? Yeah. If Randy Gregory was still here, I think we probably go straight out and get Earl Thomas a little earlier. And when we didn't jump on him early, and the other 2 safeties went, and the other 2 safeties got $14 million like they were asking for, like Earl Thomas was asking for, those guys got Earl Thomas contracts. Now, Earl Thomas ended up getting what he wanted, but I didn't think it was going to happen, actually. I thought the deal was done. I didn't think anybody else was really out there in the safety market. Ravens were kind of flying under the radar, and they made it happen. What's up, Thomas Garrett? How you doing, brother? We was going to lose David Irving anyway. Yeah, that's was a possibility. I really don't think too many teams were interested in him, so I really think our defensive line is where it goes. If we draft a defensive lineman at the 58th pick, I've been putting this out all day. If we draft a defensive lineman at the 58th pick, he's not going to be ready to step in and help the team. That's just the way. That's just the way I see it. I'm trying to fix the camera a little bit, guys. Sorry. I don't have all that technical shit where I can zoom in and move shit and bring shit back. But anyways, I don't see any defensive lineman coming in out of the draft unless you have a top 10 draft pick that's going to come in and step in and play like DeMarcus Lawrence. So we have to sign DeMarcus Lawrence. To me, that's a given. We need to grow a pair. Agent 4? Yeah, we need to grow a pair. But anyways, I don't see us just being able to do that. When you draft a guy that deep at that kind of a position, the most dangerous place in the world to me is the offensive line. Offensive, defensive line, it's a man position. You don't come in out of the draft dominating at that position unless what's that? Yeah, that's true. But to me, guys, truthfully, I would rather go out and get Ndamukong Suh, do a 1-year deal with him, because we got to start paying guys next year. Next year, we got contracts to roll out, man. But we do have a 1-year window right here. We could pay Ndamukong Suh this year, give him $14 million. Do it incentive based. Also, give him $14 million this year and pick up a safety at the 58th pick in the draft. If you guys look at the draft from the last 2 years, safeties don't start coming off the board till around 20 unless you have a dominant safety. The safeties this year are expected to come off slightly early, but at the 58th pick, we would still get the 3rd or 4th best safety in the draft for sure. Losing Irvin wasn't that big of a loss because Crawford played great. Yeah, Stevie Mack, think about this. Ndamukong Suh, Tyrone Crawford, and D-Law on the line. You throw Woods in there, Taco Charlton, whoever's playing the best, rotate them around a little bit. I would much rather do that and have look at the safeties coming out of the draft, guys. We're going to get, at the second round, we're going to get a top-tier safety in the second round. You will not get a top-tier defensive lineman in the second round. I'm guaranteeing you guys, look at how the draft's going. It's like 30% of the first-round draft is defensive linemen and edge rushers. And then we don't pick till the second round deep. So we're looking at about, probably, if we go with a defensive lineman in the draft, you're looking at getting about the 15th to 17th, maybe around the 17th or 18th best defensive lineman out of college. If you go with safety, you're going to get the 3rd or 4th best, probably the 3rd or 4th best safety out of the draft. A much better position for us to be in than this position with taking Earl Thomas and then trying to get a lineman or a wide receiver in the second round. I say go get our defensive lineman now, sign one of these guys, and second round safety, third round wide receiver. No, we're not. No, we are not. No, we are not. We couldn't done that last year. Yeah. So we'll see, guys. Hey, what's up, Cowboys X Factor? Check me out on Twitter. I just opened my Twitter page. This is how I was tracking everything. I am sitting here, and Mark Holmes told me to call him if I see something. I am sitting here doing nothing but refreshing my Twitter. That sounds kind of nasty, but that's what I'm doing. I'm refreshing my Twitter. And I did call Mark and say, hey, man, you need to jump on live. I had already done my live show, but I told him you need to jump on live. They just signed Earl Thomas to the Ravens. And I was shaking. And I called Mark right after I did my live show and let him know. And actually, it was during my live show, I believe. I gave him a call. Yeah, I gave him a call during my live show. You can check it out. I just did a live show earlier, and I called him to let him know he stopped his woodworking and jumped in there to do the show. But that's what we do. Mark Holmes has a bigger platform, so as soon as I saw it come out, it was actually 2 minutes. Mike Fisher was the one to let that out. He was the first one. He even reported it before Ian Rappaport. I think it was Mike Fisher, Ian Rappaport, and then me, or Mike Fisher, me, and then Ian Rappaport, and then Mark Holmes. But no, I usually, every time I get information, I shoot it over to Mark Holmes because he has a huge fan base that'll get it out really quick. But as for now, also the Ravens signed Ingram. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Everyone, just so you wrote, Cody is wrong, including the salary being that paid the Cowboys to Jason Witten. Okay, hold on. What is it? Something about the salary for Jason Witten. Reply to, he's just posting up, the Colts are re-signing cornerback Pierce Desir. Okay. Well, some of the things are going down, but it's the most of the traffic is done. Everybody was waiting on Earl Thomas. He was the big name on the board, so that's gone. So we'll go on from there. Bruce Irving is an option for right end, depending on. Do you guys, real quick, Stevie Mac, let me know what you think about this, or anybody out there. Southwest Heaven, how you doing, brother? I will. I'll check out your video when I get done. South of Heaven, you guys check out his channel too. What is wrong with my camera, dude? Something is going down here. Sorry, guys. Let me try something here real quick. Was that what was wrong? That can't be the issue. But anyways, real quick, one of the issues that I have is Connor Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? All of these defensive linemen and offensive linemen. Tyrone Crawford. How many of these guys did we draft, and in the first few years we thought they were bums? We thought DeMarcus Lawrence was a bum. We thought Tyrone Crawford was a bum. We thought Connor Williams was a bum. Taco Charlton. These guys, yeah, I had like something on my damn screen. Look at that shit. That's horrible, guys. I'm sorry. But all of those guys we had the last couple years, thought that they weren't coming along. In the trenches, offensive line and defensive line, you do not make an impact your first couple years. That's why I keep saying, don't worry about Earl Thomas. Don't worry about him. Drop the Earl Thomas thing. Draft a safety. If you're going to get a defensive lineman, we can't get one in the draft that's going to help us. We have to have one. We've got to get him in free agency. Get a defensive lineman in the draft, or in free agency, in free agency, get a defensive lineman and get your safety in the draft. A safety will come in and make an impact. So that's my thought, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. The stream seems to have faded off right around 20. I think everybody's heard the same news on this already. So, but my thoughts, defensive lineman, free agency, we need to focus on it. If we can get Ndamukong Suh, we need to work that man, see what we can get him for, and go. Imagine this, Ndamukong Suh, Tank Lawrence, Ross Armstrong, Tyrone Crawford, Taco Charlton. We would have an outstanding line if you throw Ndamukong Suh on the other side, and then we get Rapp or Savage. One of those safeties is going to be there for us. We're going to get a top tier safety in the draft. So I appreciate it, guys. You guys enjoy. Earl Thomas is gone. Hopefully he won't be trying to renegotiate his contract and come back to the Cowboys, because he burnt the bridge. The bridge is burnt and Earl Thomas is gone. Thanks, guys. Peace out.